Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss about an example of light incidence on semiconductor. So let us take the example. In the example it is given that consider a silicon bar at 300 K. So temperature capital T is at 300 K, that is at the room temperature. Now some pentavalent atoms are added with impurity ratio 1 is to 10 to the power 6. Now let us take the silicon sample, and this silicon sample is placed at 300 K. So before adding the pentavalent atom, it is given that the intrinsic carrier concentration of the silicon is Ni 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 centimeter cube. So we can say that Ni value, that is the intrinsic carrier concentration, is 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 per centimeter cube. So before doping, we are considering the situation first before doping. So before doping, the electron concentration inside the semiconductor silicon is 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 per centimeter cube, and the whole concentration before doping will be same as the electron concentration, because before doping the silicon will be an intrinsic semiconductor, and in intrinsic semiconductor the electron concentration and the whole concentration will be similar, and the value is equals to Ni. Now we have doped with pentavalent atoms. That means we have doped n-type impurity. Since we have doped n-type impurity atoms, so the silicon, which was an intrinsic semiconductor, will now become a n-type semiconductor. So in the case of this n-type semiconductor, it is said that the pentavalent atoms are doped with an impurity ratio of 10 to the power 6. So we can say that if Nd is the concentration of impurity atoms, that is the donor impurity atoms, because we have doped with pentavalent atom, and pentavalent atoms are donor impurity atoms. So in bracket we are writing donor. So Nd can be written as, so Nd will be equals to the atomic concentration of silicon into the impurity ratio. So we can see that the atomic concentration of silicon is given by 5 into 10 to the power 22 per centimeter cube. So we can write 5 into 10 to the power 22 per centimeter cube into the impurity ratio, and impurity ratio is given as 1 is to 10 to the power 6. So we can write 1 divided by 10 to the power 6. So from this equation we can say that the Nd value will be 5 into 10 to the power 16 atoms per centimeter cube. So this is the value of the concentration of impurity donor atoms inside the semiconductor. Now, after doping, we can calculate the electron concentration and the hole concentration. In that case, the electron concentration after doping, electron concentration will be equals to, before doping it was 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 per centimeter cube, plus after doping we have added 10 to the power 16 into 5 number of impurity atoms per centimeter cube, and from each impurity atom we will get one electron. So the total concentration will be 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 plus 5 into 10 to the power 16. But this 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 is very much small with respect to the 5 into 10 to the power 16. So we can say that the electron concentration after doping, it will be 5 into 10 to the power 16 atoms per centimeter cube. Now, this is the new electron concentration in the n-type semiconductor. So we can write, or we can denote it as n suffix n, that is the electron concentration in this n-type semiconductor. Now, if we find the hole concentration after doping, we can denote it as P suffix n, and P suffix n will be equals to Ni square divided by majority carrier concentration, that is Nn, and it comes from the mass action law. According to the mass action law, we know that the majority carrier concentration Nn in an n-type semiconductor and the minority carrier, that Pn, will be equals to, multiplication of these two will be equals to Ni square. From this we can calculate the hole concentration, that is the minority carrier concentration in the n-type semiconductor. So if we put the value, Ni value is given as 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 whole square divided by Nn. Nn value is 5 into 10 to the power 16. After doing the calculation, we can find it as 2.25 into 10 to the power 20 divided by 5 into 10 to the power 16. So it will give us 0.45 into 10 to the power 4. Rather, we can say that 4500 per centimeter cube. So this is the hole concentration value per unit volume, and this is the electron concentration value per unit volume. So we have found the electron concentration after doping, and we have also found the hole concentration after doping. Now let's go to the question again. Now in the question it is written that now the bar is shined by the light. Find the total number of electrons and hole concentration after light incident if the covalent number of bonds broken is 10 to the power 5 bonds per unit volume. So now the light has been shined and we have to find the total number of electrons and hole concentration after the light incidence if 10 to the 5 number of covalent bonds will be broken per unit volume. So for that, let us write after light incident. that is after the shining of light. What will happen? After the shining of light, we know that covalent bonds will be broken due to the photon energy, and the number of covalent bonds that will be broken per unit volume is given as 10 to the power 5 per centimeter cube. And from each covalent bonds breaking, we can find one electron and one hole. So we can say electron hole pair will be generated from each covalent bond breaking. So these excess electrons and holes that is produced will be called as excess carrier. So we can write, therefore, the excess electron concentration will be right now, let us denote it as del n, and del n will be equals to, from each covalent bond I have get one electron and one hole, and number of covalent bond that has been broken per unit volume is 10 to the power 5. So we can say we will get 10 to the power 5 number of electrons per unit volume, that is centimeter cube. Similarly, we can write the excess holes that will be generated per unit volume, that is the excess hole concentration. If I denote it as del P, it will also be 10 to the power 5 per centimeter cube. And we all know that del N, that is the excess electron concentration, will be always equals to the excess hole concentration, because they are produced in pairs. That's why 10 to the power 5, 10 to the power 5. Now, the total electron concentration, if I denote it after the light incident as Nt, then before light incident, the total electron concentration was 5 into 10 to the power 16 per unit volume, that is centimeter cube. Now some excess electrons has been generated, that is 10 to the power 5 per centimeter cube. So this is right now the total amount of electrons after the light incident. So we can say that this 10 to the power 5 is very negligible or very small with respect to the 5 into 10 to the power 16. So we can write only 5 into 10 to the power 16 per centimeter cube. So percentage change in the electron concentration is very much negligible, and if I find the total hole concentration, and if we denote it as Pt, previously before the incident of light it was 4500 per centimeter cube, and after light incident 10 to the power 5 per centimeter cube number of holes has been generated per unit volume. So we can say it as nearly, it will be 10 to the power 6 per centimeter cube. Now we can say that it is nearly equals to the del P. So in this way we can calculate the total concentration of electron after the light incidence. We can see that it is equals to merely the donor concentration, and the hole concentration, that is the minority carrier concentration in the N type, is nearly equals to del B. So the important conclusion that we can draw from this example is that percentage increase in the majority carrier concentration due to the incident of light is negligible. That is, there will be no effect in the majority carrier concentration due to the light incident, but the percentage increase in the minority carrier concentration due to incident of light is large. That is, the main effect will be on the minority carrier concentration. In this way, we can conclude that when a light incident on a semiconductor, the minority carrier concentration mainly changes due to the photon incidence. So this is all about the example on the light incident on semiconductor. Thank you.